So, I just woke up. I was thinking about the Nintendo Direct for the Switch 2 that came out yesterday. I mean, that's all good stuff, but mainly I was thinking about Bravely Default, right? And I'm really excited. I really am. Because, when I saw that camera, I was, you say, yeah, there was a game that used the camera on the 3DS, I remember. And yeah, they announced Bravely Default. I'm really excited. Now I got some time to think about it. I just woke up, and this will be an unscripted video. I'm just recording it from my phone. I will be honest. There will be no editing, and there will be some spoilers. So if you haven't played the games, I don't even know how we got here, but yeah. So Bravely Default. I'm not gonna talk to you about what's Bravely Default. It's just it's Final Fantasy if it was good. Now, no, hear me out. So they showed the trailer, and then watched the trailer, the second trailer that Square Enix released. But first of all, the physical release. Oh, yeah, it's not really physical. It's some weird key card thing. I'm be honest, I'm not tech savvy, so I'm not. You apparently, the first time you have to go online, download the game, but apparently it downloads on the card. I'm not sure how that really works. I'm not really sure. But even then, now they're making physical games more expensive than digital games. So clearly, the vision is clear. Like Nintendo wants to kill off physical media, which I think it's a war we can win. Like, I will be honest, because people will just buy the digital version, because even when you buy the physical, quote unquote physical, some of these games will be the key card versions. So yeah, are you really getting physical? I don't think it's the thing. But yeah, there are other people talking about stuff. I just want to talk about Bravely Default, so I'm gonna just go there. So for what we saw, it's pretty much the same game. It's the same game, but graphically enhanced. It released on 3DS on a 240p monitor screen, rather. Yeah, it's gonna look better, and I'm glad they kept the same graphics. I'm glad it's a remaster and not a remake, because if they changed up the style and made it look like Bravely Default 2, which had a really ugly style with the CB, the chibis looked really weird. Yeah, I'm glad it's a remaster. Like, some games are better remasters, in my opinion. Some other games are better remade. Like, I'm gonna make an example, like Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne was a 1-to-1 remaster. Maybe it would have benefited if it was a remake, like with Persona 3 Reload, but I still played the game. I enjoyed it. It was clearly a PS2 game, It didn't age that well, but it was still fun. Bravely Default, honestly, it didn't age. It's a really well-made game. It doesn't have the exploration of a older Final Fantasy game, maybe, like Final Fantasy VI or Final Fantasy V, but gameplay-wise, it's really, it's really tight. I love their turn-based combat. And this game is pretty much the same, it looks like. Even in that department, they removed the hourglasses, the FP thing. It doesn't show up. Maybe now it's an item you can just buy in the game, or maybe they completely removed it. I will be honest, I never used it. I never used Bravely Second in the game, so it doesn't affect me. But it was still nice to have the option. But in a sense that you add it every now and then. Not that you could, because there was a microtransaction thing in that game. You could buy these hourglasses. But honestly, if you did buy hourglasses, I'm just gonna say it out loud, it's not raw selection. It's not raw selection. If you really bought any FFP hourglasses, don't do that, please. You don't. Anyway, I hope they are still in the game for those that want to use them. Because it's an extra option, but as an item, or maybe they just change their job and you can just do 999 damage that way, But yeah, the jobs look to be the same. I haven't looked deep enough, because alright, some people in the community that already played the game are talking about it. Are they gonna censor the game this time around again? I will be honest. We're in 2025. This is modern Square Enix. I think that both us and Japan is gonna get the censored version. I'm just gonna be frank. That's what we're getting. That's what they are getting. I don't think they will do any compromises. I will be shocked if Japan gets the answers version, we get the censored version in this age, because nowadays they don't make version differences. Rarely they do that anymore. They did that, I think I read an article, don't quote on me, in a visual novel that released in Japan, but then it released here and they removed some scenes. I'm not sure. I don't know. On the Switch, I don't play those games. I don't really know. But it was more a niche game, But Square Enix is not niche, so I doubt they will do that. I doubt it. I think they will standardize. They have a standard version, same in every language. But then again, Switch 2, believe it or not, it's gonna be region locked. Region locked because, well, I have an idea. They didn't say why, but the yen is really low at the moment. So to make an exception for the Japanese audience, the game, if you change it to rate, it's gonna cost $100 less than us, €100 and dollars. We got $450, they get $350, which, again, if I was Nintendo, I will, it's a good gesture, because again, the yen is really low, so they need that price. And I'm not saying that $450 for us is low, it's really high. I was hoping for 400, but, say, well, whatever, that's the hardware. But then we saw the prices of the games, and I'm gonna stay away from that for now. I'm not getting the Switch Day one. I wish I did, because I really, 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 really want to play this game. I can already play it on my 3DS, but I really want to see the differences. I'm getting it either way. If it eventually releases on PC or on any other place, because if you guys remember, Octopath Traveler 1 was Nintendo exclusive, but a year and a half later, it got released on other platforms. All the Asano games during post 3DS era, they got released just fine on other platforms. But at the same time, because now that I watched it, I'm thinking about it. I didn't play. I'm gonna go off topic. I didn't play Bloodborne. I did play some Elden Ring. I didn't play some Bloodborne. But I know that it's a Sony exclusive, right? Then they they are making a new game exclusive to Nintendo Switch. They really specified the exclusive thing. The Dusk Bloods, yeah, and people are saying, "Oh, it's a Bloodborne sequel," but I can name it that because Bloodborne is a Sony exclusive. So they do make exclusives, but so what I'm thinking is maybe Bravely Default and Bravely Second, because yeah, we're gonna get there, might be an actual exclusive. Like, I'm not sure if Bravely Default and Bravely Default 2 are two different trademarks, or if that is a trademark. I don't know. I don't follow the stuff. I don't know. But I wouldn't be surprised if Bravely Default is an exclusive, like forever, just on Nintendo. I wouldn't be surprised. I hope that's not the case. I really hope that's not the case. But yeah. Yeah. Again, if you're planning, I should say that, if you're planning to get a Switch 2, I really recommend playing this game, especially if you already played Bravely Default 2, maybe, and you enjoyed the game, because I'm telling you, if you enjoyed Bravely Default 2, you will love Bravely Default, because I'm just gonna say it, it's the best Final Fantasy game they ever made. Maybe not from every aspect, because the exploration is a bit lacking, but everything else, the characters, the story, the soundtrack. The soundtrack is a bit lacking, not on the quality department, but in the quantity department, because it has the problem of everything. I mean, I don't mind reading the same battle theme. I love it. But the battle theme is very repeated. The boss themes is very repeated. There is like one boss theme for the Asterix and one other for some other type of counter. And there's the 2/3 final boss themes. That's it. Like, there is not much variety, but you won't get tired of hearing the same soundtrack. And I would tell you, like, it's really good. But second kind of fixes that because it cheats, because it's the same engine, it's the same game, but another story, So same game as in like the map. Okay, let me retract. It's not the same game. It's a sequel. Yes, Bravely Second is a sequel. But it cheats in the sense that he has his own soundtrack made by another artist. Now I don't remember their name, so I'm not gonna butcher it. Again, I just woke up. I'm just talking to my phone right now. But it's made from another artist, but it still has the soundtrack of the first game, at least in part. Not every single song, but it does the song of the old game, which is sick, So you get to hear the Asterix theme and also the other bosses theme of that game. It's really nice. So again, Bravely Default. Cool. So yeah, so what I'm saying is, we're getting Bravely Default. It's gonna be the censored version for everyone. Oh, right. We are getting the Norenda stuff, like, we are getting the 7 Deadly Sins fights. We saw them in the trailer. But I'm not sure about the Bahals, because I wouldn't be surprised if they aren't in the game, because they were like released after a while to promote Bravely, like to tease Bravely Second, right? Again, I didn't play this game on release. I played it a few years later. So if you did play it on release, maybe let me know and how it planned out. But I think the boss got released later as a tease to Bravely Second, which came out a bit later, not that later. So yeah, because I'm assuming we're getting Bravely Second. I hope so, because I will be honest, between the two, I prefer playing the latter because Bravely Second, like gameplay wise, it's tighter, it's cleaner. They made some quality of life changes. The jobs are more unified, like their role is more clear, because in Bravely Default you get like 14 level ups, in second you get 10, which I think is less, but it's more because Bravely Default has that thing that resists water, resists dark, and like some level ups were redundant. Second trims that fat and really flows well. I really love Bravely Second for the gameplay. I mean, if I had to choose one for overall package, I would choose Bravely Default. But if we're talking strictly gameplay, I prefer second. Yeah, I really love second. It has so much replayability value, especially if you do challenge runs. So yeah. So other things like I played Bravely Default in Italian, and it does some, translation errors. Like there were few. I remember like the Templar job had a skill that was written wrong because I used it and it didn't work like it was written. Then I switched to English to see if it was any different, and indeed it was different. And yeah, that was that. And then in Bravely Second there was one, the cat job, the new blue mage that took the place of the vampire asterisk. Yeah. There was one, because there was in the bestiary, they will tell you where to get the skill you had to copy. And one was clearly written wrong. I had to switch to Italian for that because I was playing Bravely Second in English. Yeah, I played Bravely Second in Italian and we played the Bravely Second in English. But this time around, the English version had a translation error, so I had to switch to Italian, and their word was written right. But it's the small things, right? Like maybe they didn't even bother; they just slapped the game on the Switch, and that's it. Maybe they fixed it. I don't know. We will see. And then they added minigames. I like the minigame in second, where you did the plushes. You also got to put your soundtrack and hear it. I mean, they're cute. It's not game changing. And this one is using mouse controls, which I'm thinking. I'm like, because there is the camera, right? And if you play the game, you know why it's there. And then now is there's mouse control. Because now you can port this game just fine on PC, yes, but what about on PlayStation? Because I'm not sure if the thingy on the PlayStation controller, like the mouse, it's a mouse pad, right? Like you can control like it's a mouse, right? I'm not sure, but I don't quite know. I'm not sure if you can. But there is no camera, so are they just gonna give up on that? I don't know. Like I'm thinking because of the mouse minigames, I'm not sure if they're gonna release it on the PlayStation. I mean, if they really wanted, they will release it on PlayStation because money speaks. But yeah, this game can go on PC just fine, but not sure on PlayStation. But even then, again, it goes back to the discussion about earlier about exclusives, like with Bloodborne being a Sony exclusive, and then From Software making a brand new IP which looks like really close to Bloodborne. Again, a friend of mine said this, but I don't know. I didn't play the game. I wonder if Bravely Default is gonna be an exclusive, and it stays an exclusive. Again, I hope it gets ported, but I'm not gonna port back. I can already play the game as is on my 3DS. I got my save, I got my horrendous Grand Villagers set, so I'm not like I can play the game just fine. But it's just that I want more people to experience this game. Like, they need to know about Brave Default. They need to play the best Final Fantasy game out there. They need to. Like, you're missing out. But where is my game is like where my end goal is Bravely Third, guys. My end goal is that. Because we got Bravely Default, we will get Bravely Second. We should have, like, because I know that Bravely Second was controversial, I think, in Japan. But please, Bravely Second deserves more. People obviously, I do too. I prefer Bravely Default, right, over Second. But Second is so much good. I think, like, I hope Second gets added. And then this is a crescendo. It goes to Bravely Third. Please. Because I will be that guy and say I didn't enjoy Bravely Default 2. It didn't feel like a Bravely Default game. Like I couldn't bring myself to finish that game because they killed all the magic with that game. It didn't feel like a Bravely Default game. I don't know what they thought, but yeah. Maybe it was COVID but I don't know. I don't think it was that. I think they just, like, it felt like they were making a game, and then towards the end they said, you know what, we kinda wanna sell this game, so just put the Bravely Default in it. And then the crystal stuff, I don't know. Yeah, I hope they make a Bravely Third, so it's straight up a sequel. Because I don't think we are ready for Bravely Default 3. I think we need a sequel first. Because people will, even new people, right? They will play Bravely Default for the first time. They will fall in love with these characters, play Bravely Second, find out that it's big, and then they will want another sequel because they will see Ring a Bell, they say, change the world, my final message, it goes away, and do we get a sequel? No, we don't yet. Maybe we'll now. But yeah, that's my rambling. That's my rambling, and I'm really excited for the future. I'm really excited for, again, not so much playing it because I can already play the game, right? But I'm so hopeful. I'm hopeful because I'm not gonna tell you to go and like, if you enjoy the Bravely Default 2, do it. If you plan to buy a Switch 2, do buy it. But I'm not gonna beg anyone to go buy it now. I'm not gonna bet because this game will sell well. The community talks well about it. But again, there's the keycard thing, but that's on the internet. Most people don't care. They will buy the game anyway. So yeah, I'm positive this game will sell well. So we will get Brave Second, but that's the thing. Brave Second needs to sell well as well. And I hope, again, this is all for Bravely Third to be coming. I hope so. And yeah, if we do get a port on PC, because I'm not gonna buy a Wall Switch 2 just for one game. Again, if they came out today and said, guys, we are making Bravely Third exclusive on Nintendo Switch, I will be buying a Switch 2. No questions asked. I will be buying a Switch 2. But this is a game I already played. I can still play. So yeah, unless they release it on PC, yeah. But if they do release it on PC, I plan to replay the game and record it this time around. Because that's the thing. I wanted to do that on the 3DS, but unless you're an engineer, you can't really capture the 3ds footage. Like, you can if you, again, an engineer, but I guess you also can give it to other people to do it for you. But yeah, I don't do that stuff. The most I did was Unreal with 3ds, but that's it. I'm not modding physically, because that's some physical mod. I'm not physically modding on 3ds. And also, yeah, there is Citra, but it's Citra. It kinda sucks. Sorry. Yeah. I'm really excited. There was a lot of rambling. I don't know if people will hear all of this, but yeah. And sorry, my English is not the best. It's not my first language, as you could probably guess. Oh yeah, I think I said everything I wanted to say. Honestly, I think I can't wait for the release. I'm just gonna replay the game. I was already planning on making a challenge run for myself, randomize the jobs, keep them until the end. How the boomers do it on Final Fantasy V. I don't know if you guys know. Yeah, I think I said everything. I'm thinking. This will not be edited, by the way. This is all you're getting. Yeah, I think that's about it. Yeah, I think we are getting all that. Okay. So yeah, go out. If you are buying a Switch 2, I incentivize you to get Bravely Default. Play that game. Amazing. So that we can get Bravely Third, please. Thanks for listening, I guess.